Hello, this is Todd Luck, and we're back with a review of The Monster Men, Heart of Wrath, the first Edgar Rice Burroughs comic from American mythology to come out after the pause from coronavirus. And this is a good one, guys. But this was a surprise because there's a couple other series that I thought we would get the second issues of first, and I'll go into that after I review this. And we're also going to get a look at what's coming after all that. So there were some pleasant surprises in the ads, and I'll mention that at the end. So first of all, let's start off with this cover. I love this cover. Now, I can't entirely explain to you what this skull is other than symbolism, but it just looks cool. And if it's purely symbolic of like horror and death, that's appropriate for the story that they're telling. But I gotta say, I just love this cover. It looks like, you know, what I would expect from a movie poster or something, like an old horror movie poster. It's just really cool, and it sticks out. It perfectly captures the series, and it just automatically tells you, yes, this is a horror comic. This is going to be scary. So yeah, love the cover. So Heart of Wrath is picking up where the one-shot left off, and I've already reviewed the Monster Men one-shot, and it was excellent. Now, do you need this to understand the first issue? No, not really. They do a great job orienting the reader. There is a very good summary at the beginning of Heart of Wrath about what happened in the original novel and what happened in the one-shot. However, once you read this, you're definitely going to want the one-shot. But feel free to start here and try it out and see if you like it. But the one-shot is very good. You can see my review on it. And everything I said about that one-shot is still true in this issue. It is a horror comic through and through. The original novel had a lot of jungle adventure stuff. This is a horror comic, very much set at night, at least so far. Very intense, a lot of atmosphere, great pacing, just very well told. Mike Wolfer just knocks this out of the ballpark. And the artwork is great. We are still carving our images out of darkness. We're still perfectly capturing, kind of horror and intensity. And I'm trying to show you a page that doesn't spoil things, but still kind of shows it off. And yeah, and the storytelling is so clear and so good, they can just drop out the words and you still know what's going on, and you still create this mood and this ominous setting that they're building up. And, there's gore in here, but it's used very sparingly and with a lot of build-up. And it works really well. And I think a lot of modern horror just goes way over the top with, the blood and the guts. It gets to the point where you're just like, oh, look, it's another room filled with people's intestines. Yay, But this really does horror just right. And so overall, I love this comic. Not only is it a good horror comic, especially if you're a fan of the old X-Files that were scary, this is right up your alley. But it's also a fulfillment of what I've been hoping to see from these comics about Edgar Rice Burroughs properties from American mythology, because I keep saying in my reviews that they really nailed down the pacing and the intense action part of it, but we never get to see him build things or try to take it in a different direction. This does that. This build introduces new things, and it also takes that original novel and moves it in a different but absolutely logical direction that absolutely makes sense with what's come before. And so I can't recommend this highly enough. So what's next from American Mythology's Edgar Rice Burroughs universe comics? So we were in the middle of 2 Carson of Venus miniseries. So the next one to come out will be Carson of Venus, Realm of the Dead, #2. This is the first issue, of course. Number 2 will come out on July 22nd. At least that is the scheduled ship date right now. And the scheduled ship date for Carson of Venus, Eye of Amtor, and this is the one that leads into the big crossover in the Burroughs novels that they're coming out with this year. This is solicited right now for August 5th, but obviously any ship date right now is very tentative, but hopefully these have been a long time coming, so hopefully they will be shipping, you know, when they are solicited right now. So as an added bonus, whenever you pick up an American Mythology comic, you often get ads in the back telling you what's coming next, and this will often be the first time you're hearing about it. And so we already knew about the mystery series that's coming. This will count with the novels that are going to be put out in the Burroughs universe. Still don't know what that series is, but when we turn the page, we get The Land That Time Forgot, Fearless. So yes, we are getting a new Land That Time Forgot miniseries. It'll be great to return to this world. The cover looks fantastic if I can get my fingers off of it. But yeah, it looks really cool. Looking forward to that. And how about another one? Like, why should we only have one Land That Time Forgot miniseries? And why not do a crossover? I want you to sit here and think about, like, what would make sense in Land That Time Forgot? I promise you, whatever you're thinking about, you're not going to guess it. So here we go. Boom! Zorro in the Land That Time Forgot. Why is Zorro in a continent with dinosaurs? I don't know, but it's Zorro versus dinosaurs. I'm going to buy it. The covers look great. This artwork looks gorgeous. So I am definitely looking forward to giving this a try. Definitely, you know, it's off the wall. It's unexpected, but sometimes that's the best type of crossovers. And so that's what's coming next. Definitely glad to see the American Mythology Edgar Rice Burroughs comics are back. We didn't quite press play after the pause. We were kind of pressing slow motion as far as the releases go, but hopefully at some point we'll get back up to speed. It's kind of a slow build up, but hopefully we're going to get back up to speed with regular releases, and definitely whenever they come out, definitely looking forward to all of them. That's it. Like and subscribe for more videos, and until next time, just remember, life is good. We have a comic coming out where Zorro is going to stab dinosaurs with his sword. See ya.